DC News Now exclusive. Crime in D.C. has been under the microscope of Republicans in Congress and even Virginia's Republican Attorney General.
Yeah, but D.C. Police Chief Robert Contee says the scrutiny he and his department are under has not affected him. Chief Contee sat down with our political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming.
And Leonard, Chief Contee is staying above the political drama of the job.
That's exactly right. Chief Contee says he's laser focused on crime in his beloved hometown. And not Congress nor any politician will keep him from that goal, no matter how they use his name or comments.
People invoke my name all the time, man. And at the end of the day, I'm going to speak the truth as I see it. I'm not a politician. That's not my role. I'm the chief of police in the nation's capital.
D.C. Police Chief Robert Contee knows all about pressure. But there's growing political pressure on him and his department. From Republicans in Congress to the Attorney General in Virginia, all are criticizing rising crime in the district.
I'm going to speak the truth, whether I'm sitting here on the corner with you in Alabama Avenue, whether I'm before Congress, whether I'm sitting before City Council, whether I'm on the phone in a closed meeting with City Council members. I'm going to say the exact same thing, and my truth is not going to change.
But they're also using your name and using some of your words to act like crime is out of control in this city. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think that people will weaponize the words to say what they want to say.
Violent crime is up 2% this year. Murders have climbed 31%.
With the exception of the space of homicides. That has been creeping up, but homicides is less than what we had the previous year. People will take that and weaponize it, and that's why I hate to use statistics when we talk about crime. You really have to look at how people are feeling. And as long as people are not feeling safe, we got a lot of work to do. Any one homicide is one too many. Any one shooting is one too many.
Will the chief go and testify before the GOP-controlled House Oversight Committee?
I've heard I've been asked, and I'm assuming at some point I'll probably show up on somebody's table, but again, my truth doesn't change wherever I happen to be.
Contee says the city council could do more to help in the crime fight.
I think that there are things, and I've shared those things with council members, things that I think are not particularly supportive of focusing on violent crime.
Contee had concerns about council revisions in D.C.'s antiquated criminal code. He says victims weren't taken into account while reducing some penalties for carjackings and robbery.
It really flabbergasts me to even think about why are we so inclined to look at trying to, reverse the tide for people who have violated our communities? What about the people who have been victimized? What in all of that are we doing for them?
The chief says violent offenders with guns often recommit crimes, and the revised code doesn't achieve that.
But we're talking about criminals with guns in our communities, and I don't want to make it easy for them to be back out in our streets committing violent acts.
Was vetoing the criminal code revisions, was that the right decision by both Congress and the president?
I think it should have been handled as a local matter. In the city, it should have been dealt with before we got there.
Contee says he expects 2023 will bring reductions in crime.
I grew up in our city in the height of the crack epidemic when we had almost 500 murders in our city, and that's not where we are now. At a time where we didn't have a lot of development, you didn't look around and see cranes. I'm confident that this city is a resilient city, that this police department is a resilient police department, and we will see this through.
Contee is expected to accompany Mayor Muriel Bowser in her appearance before the House Oversight Committee next month. The topic, crime in the district. To see my first part of the interview with the chief from last week, please go to dcnewsnow.com. Reporting from the studio, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.